Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your March 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Virgo, welcome. I see a lot of great things happening for you. Some of you may be engaging in new partnerships, new soul contracts. I also get for some of you, if you've been spreading yourself too thin, I feel like help is on the way. And look at that. As we said, help is on the way. There's some sort of negotiation here that may show up. So a new soul contract, a new business contract. I feel like some of you could even be excellent counselors, guides, mentors, teachers. You're looking at your account, your cup, basically. This could be what you put into your cup. Is it nurturing? Is it fulfilling? You're doing a lot of introspection and a lot of soul searching. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Hermit showing up in your reading because you've been thinking things through, and some of you may have even went into a little bit of an isolation phase in your life, so you could really do some deep thinking around soul purpose and the next steps coming into your world. Okay, a lot of great things happening here. I'm excited to dive in. Look at that. There's the Death card right away with the Strength card coming out together. So endings bringing in new beginnings here. This could be an old way of thinking that's coming to an end because you're realizing how powerful you are with the Strength card here, Virgo, crossing your path. There could be a situation that was challenging for you, but there's new partnerships and new soul contracts coming in. Some of you are being guided to trust in divine detours because I certainly see that there was a detour here happening for you. But Page of Coins represents a brand new opportunity, a lot of success. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful month for you. Now, Virgo, if you haven't already checked out your yearly reading, you may want to check that out. I will link it in the video at the end. Check that out and see what March brings in for you because there's going to be a lot of celebratory energy, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing, gifts. It just looks great. I'm excited to dive in. Now you have the ring showing up. This is financial commitments, long-term investments and goals. This can be working together to join forces for a greater cause is the words that I'm getting. Joining forces for a greater cause. And this is going to bring a lot of fulfillment to you. And that greater cause has to do with your mission. You have the Buddha card here, Virgo, and this is life purpose. It's more than just money, although I do see a lot of success coming in financial terms as well. Especially with the 9 of coins here and the Page of Coins coming in. So yes, there will be monetization. There will be lucrative financial opportunities, but I see that this is deeper, right? This is spiritual wealth. This is counselor being guided. You are heading towards your divine path. Well, not heading towards it. You're already on it, but you're going to see the rewards of your hard paying off on this divine path. So this is beautiful. I also see here with the Cup card, some of you may have had to lose everything, or again, you may have been spreading yourself too thin. Some of you had hit maybe rock bottom, or everything came out of your cup for one reason or another, whether it was through a job loss or it was you couldn't quite keep up on a larger bill. Or maybe there were some medical or health issues or concerns. But this is about you needing to take care of business in the past and you had responsibilities. But I feel like there's a new opportunity here for you to refuel and refill. Ooh, I like that. Refuel. So refuel your energy. Kind of stop and take inventory. That may be that Hermit energy I was picking up on. And then to refill your cup with blessings, with opportunities, with growth. And so something needed to or is coming to an end here in order to give you that new beginning. Some of you, yeah, it's like I see the cup being dumped out and a fresh start. It's like drinking coffee or drinking tea, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do drink a lot of tea. We need to rinse out that cup every once in a while, right? And I feel like that's what you're doing here is instead of just refilling with the same tea or the same coffee, you're actually scrubbing something out. You're scrubbing the marks around the coffee cup, right? There's a clean, fresh start here. And I feel like what you put into it is actually going to be very, very lucrative. I like this. Bottom of the deck, what you are bringing in subconsciously or what you're manifesting here is the gift. This is giving and receiving, Virgo. This could be a sudden windfall that shows up. It could be generosity, financial support, maybe even a work surprise. Some of you could be traveling in the month of March or planning a vacation. This is really generous. Some of you, there's going to be a generous offer made and maybe you don't see it coming, okay? But I feel like it is something you're manifesting. So you may actually see it coming here because the pendulum showing up right behind it is, coming up with a new strategy, right? It is possibly a job change, as it says here. Job change, seasonal work, something came in just to be temporary. It wasn't permanent, but as you're going through a temporary loss or a difficult situation, sometimes it feels like it's going to last forever, right? But it doesn't. And this could also be an awakening of your own spiritual gifts because you have the Buddha and the gift. It wouldn't surprise me if you are a light worker of some sort, or maybe you do have a spiritually based business, or Virgo, this could be a contract that comes in where you are able to utilize your spiritual gifts. Even if you work in accounting, or even if you make your own cupcakes or whatever it is here, you're utilizing your own intuitive energy to enhance your gifts, your skills, and your talents when it comes to abundance and wealth. I like it. I like it for you, Virgo. Now, some of you could be getting a new vehicle in the month of March. It could be a company vehicle or some sort of new asset that will help you feel safe, feel secure, feel stable, okay? There's a sense of stability here. You may be buying something new for your work. Maybe it's a new attire, new clothing. It could be a new computer, a new telephone, or a cell phone. I feel like there's something you are purchasing that's going to help you out here, and it is part of your wealth and your abundance and your prosperity. It doesn't have to be as, large of an asset as a vehicle or a home, but I certainly see that it's something. Yeah, because look at that. You're shopping around, and some of you have already been shopping around. Maybe you're shopping around for even a new job, right? But you're going to actually come out on top here is what I see. There's a celebration. If you've been looking for a job, you have these three cards that really pin your opportunity into place here. You have follow-up, you have background check, and you have negotiation. So if you had an interview, or if you have a couple of them coming up here in March, or for those of you that are looking for a job change, that is certainly coming in here with the death card and ending, bringing in a brand new beginning here for you. So someone is interested in your work. They may be following up and taking a look at your references or taking a look at your portfolio or your work, your job. If this is you as a business owner or an entrepreneur, people are looking into you, maybe looking at your website, looking at your YouTube channel or your Etsy shop, right? So they want what you have. And based on how you've put yourself out there, the energy, because that's spiritual as well, right? We're all made of energy. Everything is energy. And I feel like you are putting out the type of energy that people follow up on. They want to know more. They're curious, and you actually seal the deal, right? Negotiations, contracts coming in here, Virgo. You have benefits. If you are in the corporate world, maybe you work on Wall Street or whatever you're doing here, you may be looking into a job with more benefits, more incentives, more opportunities here, whether that is PTO, paid vacation. It could be pension plans, possibly where they pay for your education. It could be flexibility within timing, right? Maybe you're able to work from home or work from all hours. This can be a meal plan. It could be parental leave, some sort of perks and bonuses, or achievements and rewards offered. Some of you may even work in insurance or sales. I'm also seeing here medical. So medical in the traditional sense, maybe you're a nurse or a CNA or a caregiver. For others of you, this is holistic health as well. Let's dive into the tarot. Your first card out here, again, death and strength. This is a big month for you. I also see two more major arcanas. You have four major arcanas out here. The death, the strength, the emperor, and the magician. All powerful milestones in your life. So this month, there is a necessary ending for you. But the death card is a major transformation here. It's Scorpio energy. Some of you may have been in this transitionary stage, maybe even since last October, last November. Maybe you've been looking for a job since then or longer, but this is going through something heavy. It does feel a little bit heavy, as the death card typically is, because it's necessary change. And sometimes it's change that can come unexpectedly, or it can be that we stay in our comfort zone for so long that it makes us miserable. But look at that. You have the strength showing up here. And Spirit is saying you have more willpower than you think you have, because a lot of you have exhausted your endurance. Maybe you've applied for 1,000 different jobs, or maybe you have racked your mind with new creative endeavors to grow a business or a side hustle. And it just feels like every way or turn you take, it feels like you come up against the wall sometimes. But the strength card has been showing up for a lot of signs lately. And if you've been following me, you know how I feel about this specific strength card. I love it. If you see here, you can see that he's looking, or he is on the beach. And if you've ever ran on the beach, you know that that's not always easy. Your feet sink into the sand, and it creates more inertia, more momentum, and just overall more energy and more strength to be able to run on the sand. That's why people do it. It builds builds them up a little bit more than maybe running on blacktop. Not only is this guy running on the beach, and he's full on running. That's not a canter. That's not a walk. But not only is he running at full speed, he has no limb, right? He has a prosthetic limb. So everything that could have held him back, literally held him back physically, right? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, has challenged him to the core, but he's not letting that stop him. If he can do it, you can do it, Virgo. And I do feel here that, yes, you have exhausted your endurance and you felt like you wanted to give up some days, but this is about your unquestioned confidence to keep on going. Because one of my favorite quotes, and I always say this when this comes in, is the comeback is stronger than the setback. This guy is most likely stronger physically, he's stronger mentally, he's stronger emotionally, and he probably feels a sense of confidence and fulfillment that he probably didn't even feel prior to losing his limb, because that's what makes us, right? It either makes us or breaks us. And I feel for you, Virgo, this isn't going to break you, even though you've hit a rock bottom at times, right? Even if you've come all the way to the end and you felt let down, you're having this human experience and you didn't sign up for anything you couldn't handle. Okay, that's important to remember. You did not sign up for anything you could not handle. It's to test your dedication and your strength, of course, but you're powerful beyond measure. There's nothing you cannot accomplish. What's below you? The Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This is in your foundation. You're not a quitter. I feel like you are the type that's going to ground your dreams into reality. This is about emotionally being ready, physically being ready, and you want to move forward. You want to get out of that sticky cocoon energy of the death, right? And you want to be able to spread your wings like the butterfly you are. And I feel like this is that cup that we've been talking about, right? From the beginning with this cup. This is you filling your cup with emotional satisfaction, emotional freedom, financial freedom, doing things that fulfill you, things that you love. But there is a sense of responsibility. But I feel like you're finding ways to integrate your responsibility with what you love. I mean, who doesn't want to do that, right? As they say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. That's where you're at. That's the direction you want to go in and you want to build upon. So in the past here, we do have the Emperor, big boss energy. Some of you are entrepreneurs, you are CEOs, you're in higher management, you're looking for maybe higher ranking positions. For others of you, this could be a boss. This could be a very strong leader that entered your life. Some of you have already been newly hired here, or you have already applied for the position that you may just get. Okay, this can be big boss energy here. It is. It's the head honcho. This is someone who's a strong leader. And I feel like you, Virgo, are a strong leader. You have more capability than maybe you are recognizing. And maybe that's part of some of the growth that you're going through, is reaching in and realizing that your potential is unlimited. As we are in 2024, an 8 year, which represents the infinity symbol. So infinite possibilities for you this year. What are you going to do with them? Well, you're going to say yes, of course. Page of Coins is showing up above you. This is the potential. This is what you are attracting in your vibrational frequency. Page of Coins. This is recognizing an opportunity for what it is and saying, I'm ready. My bags are packed. Look at this guy. This little man has, a briefcase. He's holding a coin, which is usually unusual, right? In tarot, a lot of times the page hasn't quite grabbed onto the coin yet because they're not king status. Well, because you have this emperor energy here, you've already hit that king status at some point or another. There's lessons that you've already learned, and you're recognizing that this is an opportunity for you. And I feel like you have not just the potential, but the manifestation, which we'll get to here next, to make this dream a reality. Okay, so this is very powerful. Some of you, you may even attend an event, or you may see a hot air balloon. That could be a sign for you. Maybe it is a drawing, or it's something you see on social media, or maybe you are driving along on the freeway and all of a sudden you do see a hot air balloon. So please take that as it resonates, of course, but that could be a sign that there's an opportunity coming in within 24 to 48 hours after you see that sign. Okay. It could even be something in the clouds, something in the sky. Maybe it's a bird that you see flying high above. I mean, this is something that has to do with the air, even though this is a pentacle, right? I see here, because the hot air balloons, I feel like this is air related. It could be airplane or just something unusual. Look to the skies for something unusual. That will be your sign. Better yet, if it's a hot air balloon. Now, your future position, near future, is the Six of Wands upright. And I love this because the majority of your cards are upright, which means you're not resisting. And a big challenge with the Death card can be resistance, but you're not doing that. Why? Because you're reaching into that last morsel of strength that you have when it comes to your career, and you're saying, I'm going for it. There's no stopping me. This is it, right? It's almost like that, again, make or break, but you're not going to break because you're just not, right? You're going to make it. And I feel like this is your make it. This is your glorious win, because you've had a lot of falls from grace, Virgo. This is success. It's victory. It's fame. It's achievement. It's a major milestone for you in your life. It is definitely the card of public recognition, right? Because you felt overlooked in the past. You felt shame, humiliated, or maybe even like a failure because of A, B, or C, right? Because of not being where you wanted to be. Sometimes it's expectations. That can be really a root of all evil, is expecting to be a certain place at a certain age, or comparing, right? Or just feeling like you're not as successful as you would like to be. We can get stuck in that phase, but you're not giving up. And I feel you're being recognized. You see all the people in the background, even if it looks a little bit foggy or a little bit, it's like this person is a performer on stage. And sometimes because the lights are blaring, right? They're right in your face. You don't always see the crowd or the people, but you can hear them. You can feel them. You know that they're there. So there is a lot of support coming in here for you. The spotlight's on you. So whatever you got going on, Virgo, this is good. I would say here, you're one of the top signs in the month of March that's going to have a really awesome month for career. I'm getting like blown away energy here. And, it's in the cards. We see it here. So I'm not going to title this your best month ever, but I will tell you, I feel like there's a lot of growth, a lot of opportunity here for you. Now, what's showing up in your energy? How are you feeling? Well, you're feeling like you are the magician, right? Because you are. You're feeling the magic in the air. And it's not woo-woo fairy tale. It is spiritual with the Buddha. This is magic in the air. This is more than money. You're feeling a sense of accomplishment on so many levels. That's true fulfillment, right? It's not just feeling physically like you've accomplished something. It's got to be tied with that emotional piece of happiness and satisfaction. It's got to be tied with the soul piece. It all comes together here, and you are manifesting a reward. And look at what's at the top of this magician's hand. Can you see that there? It's the infinity symbol. It's that 8. So yeah, you're opening up to infinite possibilities, and you're reaching for the stars. You're saying, you know, I'm going to shoot for the stars. And you are. You're shooting for the stars, and you are going to land in an opportunity that does feel magical, that does feel destined. Aquarian energy with the star, right? Even though this magician is you, Gemini, Virgo, you are feeling like you are using your power for good. And you are, because you're manifesting rewards big time. So don't let the naysayers, don't let anyone trump your parade here, because that could happen, right? You could have people that try to sabotage your success. You could have people who have something to say. That's how you know you're doing it right, because you're going to stir the pot with someone. I went to a financial class a long time ago, and someone said, Melissa, you know when you're doing it right if you have at least a couple of people that you rile up their feathers, right? Because it's, you know, it's those people that have, you know, straight 5 out of 5, and there's only maybe 10 reviews, but they're all great, which is good. But it's those bigger ones that are always going to have something to say. Someone's going to say something. And even on this YouTube channel, luckily I've been fortunate where there's been maybe a dozen, I would say, even in the last 3 years that have been downright nasty. But sometimes you get people who are, you know, over the edge. And so if that is happening, Virgo, not your monkeys, not your circus. Send love and light, send them on their way. You don't have to let that disrupt your energy. Now, what's going on in your environment? You are grounding your dreams into reality, because this is the card of daydream, 7 of Cups. You chose, look at this. We have another cup card here. So you chose the cup. You chose the path of overflowing prosperity, or you are choosing. You are choosing fulfillment over loss or death, right? You are choosing the path maybe even less traveled. And I feel like you are taking that cup and you're saying, okay, this is magic, but I'm choosing and I'm grounding it into reality. I've made my decision and I'm moving forward with it. So kudos to you. Now, what's going on in your hopes and fears? You have the 9 of Pentacles. This is prosperous victory. 9 of Pentacles, right? 9 of coins. This is a beautiful energy here of achievements and the rewards, fruits of your labor paying off in big ways where you're feeling more abundant. I definitely get the award or the celebratory ceremonial energy coming in as well. So some of you are going to be able to take some downtime, take a vacation, take a trip. There is a milestone that's being met here for you in a beautiful way. 9 of Pentacles is creating a life that you love, Virgo. It's a life that you're proud of. It's a life where you're building your dream here. And even if you work for someone else currently and you are helping them build their dream, there's some sort of reciprocity that has helped you advance and get ready for you to build your dream. Okay, I hope that makes sense here. The fear is unfulfilled achievement. I mean, it's written all over in your reading where there is achievement here. But because in the past you've been let down, or because in the past, maybe you were even dealing with someone who was an ineffective leader. Even though the Emperor is showing up in the upright, you know, every one of us has had at some point someone who thinks they're an emperor, but they're really not, right? They're not the best leader. And maybe through that action of the past, you realize how much of a powerful influencer you truly are, right? And maybe that's that competitive energy here as well, because I was getting competition. I don't know if that came up in the beginning, but something about looking at your competitors or your competition and growing from them as well. So definitely hoping to manifest prosperous victory. And because it's in the upright here, I feel like you are going to rely more on your hopes than you are your fears, which is wonderful because fears can hold us stuck. And again, the death card showing up here, it's almost like you've been ready for this. So I feel that like you're not resisting change when it shows up here because your outcome is the card of celebration. Okay. Don't go overboard too much, right? I mean, we all tend to do that at times, but when it comes to, you know, your cup, this is gleeful celebrations. And it is, you know, you being able to maybe spread the wealth, share the knowledge. This can be about, you know, if you have an over surplus of abundance or gratitude, you know, I feel like it's spilling over into really beautiful things here for you. But just be mindful of excessive expectations. And that's something we said in the beginning here for you as well, is expectations can really kill dreams at times. And so you are celebrating some sort of a win. This could be the news of a new job. It could be passing a test. It could be getting together with your community or your coworkers or your family or your friends and celebrating this success or this award or this Six of Wands win. Okay, there is definitely a win coming in here for you. And I see celebrations in the month of March. Wow. A lot happening. This is probably one of the most positive career readings I have done in a long time, Virgo. So beautiful. All right, let's take a look and get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Wisdom of the Oracle, what do we have, please, for Virgo? You do have some unfinished symphony, and that could be the Death card. Okay, that could be the Death card because you're not resisting, but I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is spinning. This is card 10. And right before that wheel, it's almost like if you've ever watched Wheel of Fortune, right? Wheel of Fortune, you know, Bob Barker, you go up there and you get a chance to spin the wheel. You know that in order to give it a big girthy spin, right? Because you want to land on that major jackpot, you have to kind of wind it up and pull back before you give it a big spin. And I kind of see that energy here for you as well, where you're still kind of stepping back. You're taking a look at what you're wrapping up here. Some of you could even be going through a period of maybe the 2-week period if you are transferring jobs. For others of you, it's maybe a waiting period for a start date for a new beginning of a job or a transition. Some of you could even have a company that's merging. If you are an entrepreneur, you could be tying up loose ends, maybe with finances or taxes, or before you launch something out into the universe. Okay, this card is about the need to get down to business, right? Unfinished business here. And the prosperity message for you is this. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in an assignment, complete a work of art, tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing that you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. Oh, I love that for you. Yeah, fresh and excited. But because some of you are feeling like you have exhausted your resources, or you feel a little bit sluggish, right? Maybe you don't want to quite follow through, even though you're really close to some sort of finish line. I am going to read the protection message because I think this could help you out. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Yes, we just said that. Don't quit before the finish line because Spirit wants you to win. And you literally have the word glorious win here in your near future. Wow. Okay. And maybe that's part of the strength is keep on going. Even though the death is saying here, yeah, you're close to really some sort of finish line. Don't give up right before you hit that finish line. I love this. Let's get a few messages here from your spirit animals. Now at this time, Virgo, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big breath in. Hold it for as long as you can. And release with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be an animal or a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or maybe one that you have close to you at home. Your pet or your animal could have visited through your dreams, or maybe even crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Virgo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss that notification. All right, one more shuffle here. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, beautiful energy here. If you're liking this reading, please do hit that thumbs up button, Virgo. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Now, you have the Dolphin Spirit, card 20. This is judgment energy as well. It is about releasing judgments and having more fun. Okay, the dolphin is very playful. Dolphin, it says this and that are true. Some of you may be born on the 20th, or 2 could be a life path or a personal year number. But I feel for you, this is about not taking life so seriously and having fun with your wins, with your, with your progress as well. If you do have some sort of a win coming in or financial windfall, treat yourself to some sort of luxury. That's what the 9 of coins is all about, right? She's not afraid to eat some grapes on a vine. She's not afraid to live the good life. And I feel like that's where you're headed. So be playful and splash in the fun, right? Splash in the excitement that your energy and the surroundings are bringing in. You have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Yeah, there is collaboration. We see that with the 3 of Cups as your outcome here as well. So collaborating with others, we see some sort of financial commitment here or teamwork, partnership. I like this because I feel like you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you may feel like finally this is the missing piece, or it's part of the puzzle that you've been searching for this new beginning. It's card 1, which is the Magician as well. So collaborations are on the horizon. But beforehand, like the Unfinished Symphony says, we do have clear out the clutter with the frog. Some of you may have a frog tattoo. I'm also getting a specific message here around frog medicine. Okay, I forget what that's called, but I know that there's some sort of something in the frog that can be put in the body. Okay, I mean, I don't search into that, but some of you may have had some sort of plant medicine, or excuse me, frog medicine done upon you. I also see here that some of you could actually see a tree frog or some sort of, even a toad, okay? That could be a sign that things are nearing an end, or it's time to take that leap of faith towards a new beginning. But clear out the clutter, wrap up and tie up any loose ends. Some of you may be born on the 28th, maybe born on the 20th. You may be 39 years old or born on the 19th. Now you have moth. Moth is all about surrendering. Now, I think it was Leo that also received the moth. And when people think of surrender, they think of just kind of dropping to your knees and just laying down and not doing anything, right? That's not what surrender is all about. Surrender is removing or getting rid of expectations and not letting control get in your way, right? It's about allowing the universe to work its magic to bring in miracles, right? But it's also about you doing the work as well. So it is meeting in the middle, meeting halfway. As they say, Virgo, take 10 steps toward, or take one step toward the gods, they'll take 10 steps towards you. And I feel like it's surrendering here to your divine purpose. And lastly, some of you may have seen your pets, okay? Especially if this was a dog, okay? This was the first card out, card 19. 19 in tarot is the sun. Some of you may even have had an animal named Leo, okay? I'm also getting here Patches and Ruby. Okay, it says be loyal to what you love. That is a big key theme in your reading. Be loyal to what you love, because I feel like you're filling your cup here and your loyalty is going to pay off. Dogs are very loyal, right? Man or woman's best friend. And I feel like you are heading in a direction that does bring you a lot of abundance, that does bring you success and happiness and good health all around, mentally, physically, emotionally. Some of you may be teaching about health. Maybe you're teaching about plant medicine or, animal medicine here as well. Maybe some of you are reading books or looking into like Ted Andrews' Animal Speak, or you could be working with Oracle animal decks yourself, maybe animal totems. Now, last but not least, Virgo, let's get a message from your soul's truth. What does your soul want to tell you at this time, and what action steps can help you build the life of your dreams? What do we have for Virgo? Are you focused, Virgo, on what you want most? One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. And how interesting, because like I said, the Seven of Cups is showing up in your environment. And this can be the card of, wishful thinking and options and just feeling a little overwhelmed because you have so many ideas. But because it's showing up in reverse, you are getting focused. So this is beautiful. Clarifying here. It says, most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. That's a quote by Tony Robbins. Today's soul action, what you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? It's time to prioritize. Yeah, because some of you have felt all over the place, right? You have an idea over here, maybe to write a book or open this spiritually based business or to move to this location. And I feel like you're focusing on one of those things and you're grounding it into reality and making it happen. Instead, sometimes we get overwhelmed and we don't even grab any of them because we say, well, I'll wait for tomorrow. I'll wait for Friday. I'll wait till retirement. I'll wait, right? Because of a feeling of overwhelm. And you're saying, tomorrow is not guaranteed. I need to focus today. I need to make the steps and take the steps now. So that's why you are being guided to dig into that strength that you have showing up in your energy here, that Leo energy, right? This is about you being able to really dig into the last drop of your reservoir. Think when the gas light goes on in your vehicle and you're like, oh, I got to stop and get gas. But you still have that little reservoir tank that has a little bit of gas so you don't immediately die on the side of the road, right? Or your vehicle stalls on the side of the road. You are running on empty. For some of you, you feel like you're running on empty, but you're going to make it to the gas station and you're going to refuel, right? Refuel and refill. That was what came in the beginning of your reading. Refuel and refill your cup. So focus on what you want. Get clear and take action steps. Take one step. That's all you need here. Take one step And the universe and the gods are going to take 10 steps towards you, Virgo. Powerful month. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there. As I mentioned, it helps the channel, which I greatly appreciate. Please do drop your power animals in the comment section below. And again, I will link the video for your 2024 yearly reading. Excuse me, if you haven't checked that out already. And again, hit that subscribe and bell if you haven't so you're notified of future videos. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. Lots of love.